Hello everyone, I'm Justin and for today's video we're looking at the new season of anime Fall 2022. We'll be looking at what I'm going to watch, what would I recommend you to watch, and what you should be hype about. And of course, maybe we'll find some hidden gems that we'll be looking at into later. So let's just jump right into it. First we have the Spy Family second cour. I mean, if you haven't watched the first part of this one, I really recommend it to you. It is just a comfy anime that you just will enjoy. Yeah, you just need to look into it. It's really good. Then of course we have the sixth season of My Hero Academia. I really don't know what to say about this one because so far I feel like My Hero Academia has been cookie cutter of shonen. It has gone a bit down every season. The first season was really good. I really enjoyed it. Second season was still really interesting, but then after that, third, fourth, and fifth season were slowly going down. And I felt like the first part of season 5 was basically a filler that wasn't really interesting to me. The second part was kind of interesting with the villain arc, but we'll see how the season 6 works. Next, we have the highly acclaimed Chainsaw Man. If you haven't heard of this one, well, you're here for a ride. This is supposed to be the anime of the year, not the season, the anime of the year. This is coming from Attack on Titan and many other high giants that you would expect to get the anime of the year. But no. Chainsaw Man, hear my words. Chainsaw Man will be the anime of the year. It just looks so good. The previews look so interesting. The premise looks so good. And yeah, it's like, I personally have not read the manga. I don't plan to read the manga because I know the anime is going to be great. And if you know the anime is going to be great, you just need to watch it. I feel it's similar to what Attack on Titan is. If you know how good quality of Attack on Titan is, you don't need to read the manga. You just watch the anime and enjoy it. Because let's be honest, it's a better way to enjoy the show. And yeah, Chainsaw Man is supposed to be it, the anime of the year. Then we have Mob Psycho 100, the season 3rd. I mean, yeah, I think Mob Psycho season 1 and season 2 were great. I think they are really high on my favorite animes. I think they are really good. I personally think the way season 2 ended was perfect already. I know there's still a bit more in the manga that needs to be adapted. I don't think it should feel the whole 12 episodes, but we'll see where it goes. Maybe they will add a bit of filler, or they will extend the story just a little bit. But yeah, I think just having a final closure for the story will be great. And then Bleach. I mean, if you were not hyped for all the other things that are coming, you have to be hyped about Bleach. The return of one of the big three. Bleach is just a great story that I have watched everything of Bleach so far at this point. I think after the Soul Society arc, it started to go a bit down. I personally really enjoyed the Hollow arc, the fight against Aizen and everything there. I think it should have ended there, but then they kept going, and then there was a lot of filler that wasn't interesting. But so far, this is supposed to be the final arc, and from what I heard of manga readers, this is supposed to be one of the best arc of the manga. I still think what's the name? I still think Soul Society was a bit better from what I heard, but this is supposed to be great. The animation should have been improved, so we'll see where it goes. I mean, if you're not hyped for this one, I don't know what you will be hyped about. Oh, then we have finally a new one. If I don't remember, the English name of this one is Eminence in the Shadow. Yeah, I think this is Eminence in the Shadow. One big fat light and a few twisted truths. Even in his past life, Sid's dream wasn't to become a protagonist or a final boss. He rather lay low as a minor character until it's prime time to reveal that he's the mastermind, or at least do the next best thing to pretend to be one. And now that he's been reborn into another world, he's ready to set the perfect conditions to live one of his dreams to the fullest. Armed with the overactive imagination, Sid jokingly recruits members to his organization and makes up a whole lot of backstory about an evil cult that they need to take down. Well, as luck will have it, the imaginary adversaries turn out to be the real deal, and everybody knows the truth but him. Well, I mean, yeah, I heard this one is really good. I don't know, the premise feels a bit used already. I guess him pretending to be like a Chunibyo that wants to believe that there's a secret organization and then the secret organization turns out to be real. It's, I guess, new. But I don't know, this feels like similar to, what's the name, the how to not summon a demon lord, I guess. It gives me that type of feeling because you see like a lot of girls. There's a Chunibyo guy that's supposed to reincarnate into another world. So yeah, I really don't know what to think about this one. Maybe it will be good. A lot of people say it's interesting, so we will see. But yeah, this is not giving me the good vibes. Then we have Marishimasa Iruma-kun. This is like Welcome to the Demon School Iruma-kun, I think it's called. The third season. Yeah, I mean, I watched the first 2 seasons already. At first I wasn't buying into it. I think it was fine, but not that interesting. But over the episodes, it has grown to me. I think this is one of the animes that feels this is one of the animes that feels kind of old school, but it's still interesting. And the premise, it's not the most new, but it's still kind of like funny, and it takes a different type approach from what we have seen before. So yeah, I think I will be watching this one for the third season. And if you haven't watched the first 2 seasons, I think you need to give it a time. You need to watch a few episodes before you decide if it's for you or it's not for you. Next is season 2 of To Your Eternity. I mean, this is one of the animes that literally made me cry. The first few episodes are just heartbreaking. Every time somebody dies, it's just like, it gets you in the feels. I hope the season 2 keeps doing that. I haven't heard anything from the manga readers, so I really don't know what to expect. But yeah, I mean, I personally think it's really interesting. I think the only thing I don't like about this is the monster that is like attacking him. I think the way the story is by itself, just like the guy meeting people, the people dying, and he taking their forms, is just like good enough by itself. I don't think there was a need to add a villain to the story type of thing. But yeah, I mean, I think it would have been better if the humans were like the real villains, just like in the first few deaths. But yeah, I mean, it's still a really good show. I really enjoy it. And yeah, if you haven't watched the first season, watch it. I have an anime review where I talk about in depth about what happens in the story. So I would recommend you to watch that video. And yeah, watch the season 2. It's really good. I think it's one of the best animes that has come out, I think, from last year. Then we have the second season of Usagi-chan. I really don't know who asked for this, but I didn't ask for this. I think this is really boring. I think this is the overused pervert girl trying like to tease the guy that he likes, but they are like, just like growing their love, a slice of life type of thing. I think Miss Nagatoro did it way better. I think this one just was really boring, really bad jokes. And yeah, I think the last episodes were basically a promotion to a city or something like that. I really didn't like this one. Next one. Yeah. I reincarnated as a sword. Yeah, I mean, if you don't know about this one, it's basically, if you are tired of all this reincarnating into a powerful being, reincarnating into slime, no, that's boring. Let's reincarnate into a sword. So yeah, let's see what the premise is. So Isekai protagonists are reincarnated as powerful warriors, or skilled wizards, but our protagonist was born into another life as an sentient sword. He's taken up by Fran, a desperate girl fleeing evil doors, intent on selling her into slavery. With her new weapon's help and guidance, she's able to strike down her captors and secure her freedom. Together, this unconventional master-student duo embark on an epic journey to liberate those in need and exact justice to cruel of heart. Yeah, I mean, I think this will be kind of boring. I think, yeah, it's a new premise, I guess, because he's reincarnated into a sentient item. If you haven't heard of the other one that's going to come out about a bending machine in another world or something like that, yeah, I think those are not good premises. I'm sorry, but I really don't see how this will work. But yeah, I mean, I guess I will give it some episodes to see how it goes. Then we have Blue Lock. I mean, if you haven't heard of this one, it's been all over the news in the past few months, I think. I think if you have liked sports shows before, if you have liked soccer shows before, like Captain Tsubasa on those kind of shows, I think this will be for you. I talked about before about Aono Ashito, about how this was not going to be the greatest football show after Captain Tsubasa, but it will still be good. Well, this is supposed to be the next Captain Tsubasa. So let's look at the synopsis. After a disastrous defeat at the 2018 World Cup, Japan's team struggles to regroup. But what is missing? An absolute ace striker who can guide them to win. The Japan Football Union is hell-bent on creating a striker who hungers for goals and thirsts for victory, and who can be a decisive instrument into turning around a losing match. And to do so, they gather 300 of Japan's best and brightest youth players, who will emerge to lead the team. And will they be able to out-muscle and out-ego everyone who stands in their way? Yeah, I mean, the story looks like a shonen that is happening in football. It doesn't look like a football anime that is based on shonen. So yeah, this, I don't know, this gives me the feeling on how the Prince of Tennis was not a tennis anime, but it was a shonen anime with tennis. This also feels like this is a shonen anime with soccer. So yeah, I think this is interesting. I think a lot of people should be watching this one, and I know I will be watching this one. Then we have Nomin Kanaren no Skill Baka Agetara Nasika Tsuyoku Nata. I never heard of this one. Let's see. Al Wayne loves farming, and we don't mean the video game sim. He wants to be a literal farmer, but in the process of improving his agricultural skills, he somehow winds up maxing out his overall character stats. He's superpowered in the most unexpected ways, with abilities even the strongest of the heroes would envy. Alas, all he wants is an idyllic farmer's life, but with demons and monsters invading the realm, Al may have to take up the mantle of hero just to keep his dreams from withering away. Yeah, this doesn't look interesting to me. This looks like a typical isekai. Well, I guess it's not isekai, a typical fantasy show. I guess this will be kind of like that guy who was from the last dungeon. I will just put an image in the video. Yeah, that one. So yeah, I mean, I don't think it's interesting. I think it will be kind of boring. I will give it a few episodes because I personally like isekais, but I don't think this will be that interesting. I think it will be fine. I think this will be for the isekai fans who want to watch yet another isekai show. So yeah, I mean, if you like isekais, I guess you will be watching this one. But if not, I think this doesn't look that interesting. Next, we have Fufo Yo Kaibityo Miman. Again, another show I never heard of. This is based off a manga, so the story is set in a high school where students are forced to live as a pseudo couple as part of a curriculum. Jiro Yakuin is paired with Akari Watanabe, who is the complete opposite of him, in the traditional marital training class. As the suggestion of Akari, they start living as pseudo couple in order to get the rights to exchange pairs, which is given to the top performers. They practice various activities such as first kiss in order to earn points, but as they come to understand each other's personalities and thoughts, they can intentionally become closer and come to like each other. Yeah, I mean, this is a drama, rom-com, I guess, type of show. Yeah, I mean, this just looks fine to me. I really like rom-coms. If there is no better rom-com in this season, I will probably watch it because I enjoy watching one rom-com at least in every season. So if there is nothing better, I guess this will be my rom-com of the season. Next we have Akuyaku Reijo Nano, the last boss, wo Katemi Mashita. It's based off a light novel. I'm breaking off my engagement to you. Suddenly hearing those words while attending a resplendent party shocks Aileen Lauren Dottridge into remembering her previous life, and she comes to understand her situation. She's in a world of an atomic game, regalia of saints, demons, and maidens. As the villainess Aileen, who gets in the way of the main character romance according to memories from her previous life. Aileen's only the route in the game is one of doom that leads to misery, death. But if she makes the last boss, the Demon King Claude, fall for her, then she might be able to avoid doom after all. Thinking that, she declares to the beautiful Demon King, I would like you to marry me. Alien's journey to turn things around and find happiness is about to begin. Now I remember, yeah, I read the manga of this one. Yeah, I mean, this is just similar to, I guess, to Reincarnated in Atnotome, all flags lead to doom, and the other one about the guy who gets reincarnated into an Otome game and all the guys are pretty and he's kind of ugly. So yeah, I watched this one. I think this is more like a romantic Otome game. This kind of cute. I enjoyed the story. I think it's nothing out of this world, but yeah, this is a better fantasy rom-com that we usually get. So I think, yeah, this will be interesting. I really like this type of shows, and since I already read the manga, I plan to watch this one. Next is Urusei Yatsura. Yes, the final remake to the, I think, 1980s anime. So yeah, I never watched the original, so let's see what it says. Tokyo, Tomoboki Town. Loom, the gorgeous daughter of an invading race of Oni aliens, is smitten with a high school student, Ataru Moroboshi. A dedicated womanizer, Ataru is unfazed by Loom's first electric shock attacks and continues his daily hunt for pretty girls. With a host of other unique characters, including classmate Shinobu, elegant shrine maiden Sakura, Loom's best friend Oyuki, and a lot of people. Yeah, a classic slapstick love comedy where anything goes. Yeah, I mean, I guess this is the love comedy that everybody's waiting for. So yeah, this is the remake of a really acclaimed original manga and anime. So yeah, if you have never heard of this one, this is supposed to be like a lot of people's first crush, because when it came out, everybody loved it. So I heard it's really good, so I will be watching this one, and this is the love rom-com that everybody should be waiting for. Moving on, we have Yujutsu Party wo Tsuiho Sareta Best Tamer, Saikyo no Kemonomi Shoujo to Desu. Are we really having another isekai story about a beast tamer that is... I swear to God. Let's see what it says. Rain is a beast tamer who fights alongside heroes to bring down the Demon King. But one day his comrades declare him useless and kick him out of the party, after which he decides to start a carefree life as an adventurer. During the test he must pass to become an adventurer, he runs into a girl named Kanade who is being attacked by a monster. Rain risks his life to make sure she can escape, but then she brings down the monster in one hit. It turns out Kanade is from the inordinately powerful tribe of cat people, one of the strongest species. She becomes attracted to his combination of talent and gentle nature and asks, "Would you try to tame me?" Rain forms a contract with the strongest cat-eared girl and starts his new life as an adventurer. The heroes who kicked him out of the party, as well as other stronger species, take note of his power. Yeah, I mean, this looks like the other animes about the guy who was kicked out of the hero's party and lived his life in the countryside. Yeah, I mean, this looks kind of boring. It's an isekai, I think I will be watching it, but yeah, I mean, there are better stories than this one. This looks kind of boring. Next we have Shinobi no Itoki. Itoki Sakuraba was an ordinary student until his life was turned upside down. He finds out that he's the 19th heir of the famous Iga ninjas. The Iga ninjas must try to defend what is theirs from the Koga, a rebelling clan seeking to end Itoki's life. Itoki is left with no choice to become a shinobi that's strong enough to not only protect himself, but also his village. Now a student at Koguten Ninja Academy, a high school specializing in shinobi techniques, Itoki learns the way of the modern-day ninjas. Equipped with high-tech suits and gadgets, together with students from other villages, Itoki clashes with the Koga in an attempt to end a rivalry once and for all. I mean, kind of an interesting premise, I guess. Doesn't give me too much information. I think this could turn out to be great and this could turn out to be mediocre. So yeah, I think I will give it in 3 episodes to see how it goes. I think the art doesn't look bad. I think the premise it's unique it's in its own way, but it really depends on the story. So we will see. And especially since this is an original, we wouldn't know until like at least 3 episodes. Next, we have the 4th season of Golden Kamuy. I mean, yeah, I personally think the 3 seasons of Golden Kamuy are great. It has its great moments, it has its boring moments, but overall, I think the comedy, the action, the story, everything just together turns out to be so interesting and so good that yeah, I think I will just keep watching this one, and I don't know how much there is left to the manga or if it has even ended, but I hope we can get to a conclusion sometime soon. Maybe in this season or maybe next season. We will see. But yeah, I think it's really interesting. Next we have Peter Grill, the 2nd season. Yeah, if you haven't watched this one, this is just like a short anime of, I think it was 8 or 10 minutes about a guy that really wants to protect his chastity for the girl he loves. But all the other girls want his genes because apparently he's the strongest warrior of the kingdom. So yeah, he ends up having sex with a lot of girls. It's really funny. It's really ecchi. If you like ecchi, funny action animes, this is for you. I really think this one is really funny and really interesting because of, I'm a man of culture myself. So yeah, I think I will be watching this one. Then we have Move Love Alternative Season 2. I personally enjoyed this one, even though it wasn't that highly praised. It is kind of gory. It is mecha, so it's weird for me to like this one because usually I don't like mecha shows. But yeah, I think the story is kind of good about a guy who travels timelines and tries to save people from an alien race using mechas, and they fight in a squadron against different countries and different monsters. So yeah, I think season 2 should be the ending of the story. So I think I will be watching just for the ending. But I understand if people don't want to watch it since it's not the most interesting story. We also have the season 2 of Pop Team Epic. I think this is really funny. I think this is not for everyone because sometimes the jokes are hit or miss. I think it has some of the most memeable moments. If you have watched some of the memes that appear in this show, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I think season 2 should be the same as season 1. Some funny moments, some not funny moments, some weird moments when they replay the whole anime and they just, the whole episode, and they just change a bit of the story. But yeah, we will see. But I think it was kind of funny, so I will be watching the season 2. Okay, and lastly, Shinmei Renkinjutsushi no Tempo Keigei. For a lonely orphan, there is almost only one career path to success. That is to get national qualification as an alchemist. After graduating from the Royal Alchemist Training Academy, which requires nothing but ability, Sarasa is presented with the rights to a store by her master. After being sent off by her generous mentor, Sarasa sets off on her journey dreaming on a slightly elegant life as an alchemist. But upon arrival, she is shocked to find that the countryside is even more rural than she had imagined. However, even in such a place, she has to manage a store somehow to make a living. Okay, this looks like a slice of life, cute girls doing cute stuff, and yeah, this looks not that interesting, I guess. Yeah, this looks like a fine show for those who enjoy slice of life, just cute girls doing cute stuff in the countryside, but I guess this is not for everyone. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe I will be wrong. Maybe this will be the next Eurocamp or the next Yuru Yuri, but we'll see. I don't expect too much from it, but we'll see where it goes. And yeah, I think those are the shows that I'll be watching this season. I think this is highly packed with one of the most interesting and one of the most highly acclaimed shows that we will ever seen. We have Bleach, we have Chainsaw Man, we have Mob Psycho, we have The Spy Family. I really don't know what else to say, but this looks to be one of the greatest season of anime so far for the year. And yeah, I think there are strong contenders for anime of the year in this season, and we'll see where it goes. But yeah, I think you should be watching for the shows in this season. So yeah, guys, please let me know if there is something that I miss and you think I should be watching, or if there's something that I talked about that you think I shouldn't watch. And with that said, let's see where this goes, and hopefully this season will be great. And see you guys next time.